you are rare in that you legitimately have, like, technical and creative. How do you describe your kinda left brain, right brain superpower? Or have you embraced it, I guess?
I definitely embrace it, although I'll tell you a funny story, which is that it's hard when I'm a generalist, basically. That's the term that they use now, or an operator, right? And it's hard when you are younger and you want to work, have a job, or a job, as I like to call it. People don't hire generalists, and they didn't, because they have this. I've heard this so many times since I started thinking about it out loud, which is that they want to put you in a box, and a generalist does not go inside a box. I need to be outside the box and thinking about how to make things better and looking at different patterns. That's just how my brain works. Like, your brain works one way, Bob's brain works another way. My brain works across all these different things, that I'm seeing how they're interconnected. It's just how my brain works. Just recently, I saw there's now a real sort of embrace of generalists and how important they are, in general. No pun intended. There's Operators Guild, there's a Generalist Society, and then there's basically a title that's now Chief of Staff, which is effectively like a senior level generalist. I actually saw a job posting the other day for an actual generalist. I actually was going to cry when I saw it. I mean, that took a sale for me. Like, I'm definitely not getting a job, but they have a job. But it's incredible that, I heard one person talk about how, with the advent of AI, where people can, I don't think this is really, it doesn't apply to me because I've been a generalist since long before AI, but there is something about the skills that you are given, if you understand how to use AI, that allows you to kind of, like, not necessarily stay in your silo. So for me, I'm what's called, I've coined a new phrase. I'm going to say it again. You'll hear it on other podcasts, which is a pie-shaped generalist. So there's already a shape. There's already a phrase called a T-shaped generalist, right? So a T-shaped generalist is someone who has horizontal expertise like I do, but then one vertical that's very deep. So in my case, for myself, I say I have two verticals, which is design and technology. So that's where the pie shape comes from, right? The character guy. And, some people not everybody wants to be, or needs to be a generalist. I'm perfectly fine with people who have deep expertise. Like, I'm envious of that in some respect. Like, I wish I had deep expertise. On the other hand, I don't. And it works for me because not a lot of people can sort of see the forest for the trees like I can, because I understand all these different little bits and pieces that, to me, don't feel disparate. I know that they do. Like, people are like, how do you understand all these things? I was like, I have no idea. Oh, I am like, how do you know how to spell your name? Like, you just know, right? It was just how they say it. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I had a similar experience where I was working at Nike, and it turned out, I have an ability to, translate technical for non-technical people, and I didn't even know that was a skill set, right? Like, you don't go to school to be a systems analyst and be able to, explain it to marketing people, and they were like, "Oh, you're really good at this," and so they kinda kept pushing me out of IT and to engage on the business side, and I was like, "Oh, fascinating. I don't know why or how I could do it, but I can," but yeah, and it's definitely not a lot of people can do it, right?